Hey guys, thanks for joining me. So today we're going to be meal prepping. This is what I do every Sunday to get ready for my work week. So today we're going to be meal prepping a hearty salad, lactation oats. So they're going to have flaxseed and chia seeds and all that good stuff for you in there. And then we're also going to be meal prepping some ground chicken and sweet potatoes that I eat later in my day as like a hearty something after a pump when I'm starving. And is that it? Think that's it. So the first thing I do is I start roasting my vegetables for my salad. So I have a sheet tray that I've lined with foil and I have my oven set to 350. I use extra virgin olive oil spray and I just spray it. I make my life super easy because I have twins and a 3-year-old. I'm not really trying to be cutting things and dicing things all day to make a salad. So I get sugar snap peas that are already washed and ready to go, put them on my sheet tray, and then I get butternut squash. This is organic, but I usually don't buy organic. But yeah, whatever, we were at Costco, so we made this work. And this is already cut up, so I'm not having to chop everything. I just put it on my sheet pan. I don't add salt or pepper. I literally just put the olive oil spray and that's it. And I put it in the oven for about 15 to 20 minutes, depending. I give it like a toss halfway through and they're cooked through. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. Okay, so everything is in the oven and that's going. So now I'm gonna get my oats working. So I have a cup of oats right here. This is enough for 2 days. I usually make 4 days at a time, but I forgot to buy more oats. I suck. I also forgot to buy more chia seeds. I doubly suck. So normally it would be 2 cups of oats for 4 days. That's half a cup of oats per day. And then you put a cup of water to every half of cup of oats. So I'm gonna start off by putting, because I only have a cup of oats, 2 cups of 2 cups of water in my pot. I put a little bit of ground cinnamon. I also put a dash of vanilla. And then I put 2 tablespoons of ground flaxseed in as well. And then I'm gonna go ahead and just let that kind of, reduce and get the flavors going and get everything cooking. If I had the chia seeds, I'd go ahead and put 2 tablespoons of chia seeds in as well. But I don't, so I'm not going to. Okay, so I have my flame on medium and I just put in everything we just discussed and I'm just stirring it up, trying to incorporate it. You could totally use water, almond, coconut milk, regular milk, whatever liquid you like. I use water because I'm trying to lose the baby weight. So I'm just gonna incorporate this and then let it go back to a bubble for probably about 5 minutes and we'll see what happens. Okay, so I reduced my flame down to a low flame and I'm just letting the water and the cinnamon and the vanilla and the flax seeds kind of come together and hang out and just do its thing. In the meantime, I have 2 pretty good sized sweet potatoes here that I'm going to peel and dice up small. And we're gonna add it to some ground, I think I got turkey today instead of chicken. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this now. Okay, so my water here is looking good and it's looking like it's ready for the oats. So I'm just gonna pour those in. Okay. Incorporate them. I have my heat on low. If I need to add more water, I will. This is looking pretty good. So these are not instant. These are real oats. So it just is gonna need a little bit to cook. So everything looks all incorporated. Let's let it do its thing. Okay, so here's my sweet potato. I have the heat on medium. I'm gonna cover it. The only thing that's in there is the olive oil spray. I haven't seasoned anything yet. And then my oats are done. So I turn the heat off and I'm taking it off of the burner that it was on so it can chill out until I put it in my containers. Okay guys, so I am doing the Weight Watchers Old. I want to say it's Point Plus, but it might be Smart Points, I'm not too sure. Whatever one is behind what they're on right now. So this whole thing is 84 points, but obviously I'm not gonna eat that whole thing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna divide this in half and put half in my freezer for next week. And then I'm gonna make half for this week and divide up my sweet potatoes and my meat into 5 containers. So each day I'll get 1 serving of this. and it's going to be about 10 points each serving, which might seem high, but I'm a nursing mom, so I get 51 points per day. Okay, so I'm gonna do this. Okay, so earlier in this video, I talked about making things as convenient as possible. These are my salad containers. So I have 4 of these. I do salads 4 days because the 5th day it just kind of gets kind of nasty and you don't want to eat that. The first thing that I put in my container, so that way it's the heartiest item first down, so it doesn't get as soggy, is this broccoli slaw. You can get it at any grocery store now. I've gotten it at Walmart, Target, Giant, Safeway, Trader Joe's has a really nice one that has cabbage and carrots in it. So this is like, you can find it anywhere, and it's so good because it's crunchy, so it gives you that crunch that you're looking for, but you're not adding any points or any more calories. I mean, if you're counting calories, yeah, this is nothing though, but it's like 25 calories for a cup. Like, that's nothing. So it gives you what you're kind of looking for. So I put this down first, and then I chop up lettuce. This time I got romaine lettuce. So I'm just gonna chop up the romaine. So how I'm layering my salad bowl is my crunchy broccoli, then my lettuce, and then all these yummy items that I've roasted will go on top of that. So I'm gonna do that. Okay guys, so my turkey meat is down. The medium, it's about a medium heat or so, and I'm just letting it go. You can season this with whatever you want. I'm just gonna do a little pepper, a little garlic powder, some paprika, and then Trader Joe's has this really awesome seasoning. Let's see if I can find it easily. We're Puerto Rican up in this house, so we're gonna use a little bit of adobo. I do not use salt, so it can be like a salt replacement. I really wanted that other seasoning, but seasonings that I'm gonna be using. So we have oregano, paprika, pepper, adobo, and some garlic powder. Yummy. Okay guys, so my turkey is finishing up, and now I'm gonna finish up my salads. So I have prepped out 4 of these. We have our yummy broccoli slaw on the bottom, our romaine lettuce filled up pretty much to the top, and then I add roasted and unsalted sunflower seeds. So I do 1/8 of a cup per day. That's 1 Weight Watcher point. And I just fill them up, and it gives me that something crunchy. It's a little bit of protein, and there's no salt, so you don't have to worry about that, sodium, diabetic, all those other issues. So 1/8 of a cup per day. Okay, so I just have a pot of boiling water. I totally forgot to say we're also hard boiling some eggs. Don't forget to add a dash of vinegar in here so that way your eggs will peel off easily. Here's our turkey. So it's just kind of still getting cooked through. There's still a little bit of pink I'm seeing. I have drained out the fat a few times. Do get rid of that fat. It's gross. You don't want to be eating that. So drain that out. And then we have our veggies going on in here. So they're just doing their thing still. So they're cooking up nice for us. This is going to be good. And the house is smelling so good, guys. Okay, so now it is time to divvy up our oatmeal. It has cooled. So I have 2 containers here that have screw tops. If you like your avena, if you like your oatmeal, you can tell I am around a wife that is from Puerto Rico. If you like your oatmeal more wet, definitely get a screw top, because that way it won't leak out in your bag or however you're transporting it. So I am just giving myself equal portions of my oatmeal for each day. I lost some. Okay, so that's done, and now I can wash this pot. And then I'm gonna take a little bit of cinnamon and just put a little bit extra on top. Because there's no sugar in here, I like to pair it with some fresh strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, whatever you have. I've done apple, where like you nuke the apple for a little bit so it gets a little bit warm and tender, and that's really good. I've done banana. Banana's really nice in here, but I just went to Costco today and we have some fresh berries. So I'm gonna put it only on 1 container. Berries get mold super easily, so don't put it on the other one. Put your berries in a zip top bag for your day 2, 3, 4, 5, or however many days you're doing this for, because you don't want it to ruin your whole thing if mold happens, and that did happen to me. So I'm gonna put berries on 1 and zip top bag for the other. There is just nothing like the smell of like a fresh berry. It's the middle of, well, it's March, but it's really the middle of winter because it's still so cold here in Maryland. And these berries, they just smell so amazing, so fresh and vibrant. They smell so good. Okay, so my daughter hijacked me, so this got a little bit burnt, but This is just my squash and my snap peas that have been in the oven for a little bit too much longer than they should have been. And then I have my eggs here that are cooking. And I went ahead and made my homemade dressing. So it is equal parts of mustard and then equal parts, so 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, 1 tablespoon of white wine vinegar, 1 tablespoon of balsamic vinegar, a teaspoon of sunflower oil, and then whatever seasoning I have, just pepper and garlic powder. And that's it. Okay, so here's our sweet potato and our ground turkey. I just put in some garlic powder and some more paprika. I'm gonna stir it up, put the top on, let it sit for a little bit longer, not too much because the turkey will get dried out, but just so it can kind of incorporate all of those yummy flavors. The heat is on low. And then I'm gonna put our veggies, which have cooled, into our salad bowl, so that way that can now be done. Okay guys, so that pretty much finishes up our tutorial. So we have our oatmeal here with our fresh berries, our delicious salad, our homemade salad dressing, our protein packed snack, and our eggs, which are just finishing up and I'll throw into a container. I hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope that you are successful with your weight loss journey and that you'll subscribe below.